good pass. Great location. But she ends up finishing here. And so this didn't end up being that big of a deal because the ball was coming with less pace. But we want still facing here and angling here as opposed to coming in, taking the ball, and facing here. Okay? We want to prepare for the most difficult serves, and then the easy ones will become even easier. So facing, the other thing we really want to emphasize is holding that platform. Good. That was a nice pass. Hold it. Nice. Good. Holding. So try to keep facing the coach a little bit more.
Some of them are.
Okay, so any questions on that concept? So let's go into scene management, okay? Because we already had a little bit of confusion in that, and so if
Coach, you can move closer.
a ball that's coming into this scene, whose ball would this be? Okay. Good. Yeah. And so we want to make sure that we're playing balls to the left. Statistically, going left is actually the highest percentage, even higher if passing a ball on the left is a higher percentage than even passing it true midline, even though I like midline a lot. Going to the right statistically is the least number of 2 and 3 option passes. So basically this passer would be in charge of all the way really up to this person's shoulder. Okay, and then the left side passer is going to be taking it straight on, going all the way to the sideline. So in most cases, the left side passer will actually have the smallest area to pass, which in a lot of cases is by design. Because a lot of times you'll drop your outside hitter into this position, so you want her ideally to pass the fewest number of balls so she can kick out and release into attack. Okay, and so the same will just be this scene management. You'll be coming in and taking this scene. The right back will have a lot of force. And so depending on how you shift your formation, you may want to adjust so that this passer doesn't have a humongous area. So let's serve a few more. Let's just go for some scenes. One thing that I really like is not just calling the ball once, but I like to call it 3
No,
No? Ever?
maybe.
Possible? To me, if that ball is so perfect to you as a passer, think of your body position. If you don't move, it's coming right to you and you're making that pass. I would bet your weight is on your heels in that situation. And so anytime your weight is on your heels, you're probably going to have to use a little bit more swing with your arm to get forward. You see players a lot of times try to do too much with it, and then you lose consistency. So to me, there's no ball that's so perfect. Now, your adjustment may be nothing more than that, okay, or that. But what that does is it shifts your weight forward. And that's what we look at. And we have a lot of problem, even with with our team this last year, is waiting for that ball and then all of a sudden ends up catching high. And so we tell them we always want them to at least make 2 steps. And those 2 steps may be big moves, or it may be, again, nothing more than that. But we want them shifting their weight forward. We want motion. So let's work some deep balls now. Okay, this is probably the biggest area, especially at the higher levels. I think a lot of times at lower levels, maybe the short ones give more trouble. Higher levels, deep ones tend to give a little bit more trouble. And so what I think the important thing is drop stepping versus back pedals. Okay, and you'll see a lot of passers that will make their move like this to get to that ball. And so the problem with backpedaling is sort of what we just talked about. When you backpedal, you're making your weight shift backwards. And so you'll see most passers that backpedal will swing their arms to try to get the ball forward. So what we want is drop step. So drop step is basically a back shuffle. So if it's coming on my left side, my first step is straight back, and I'm keeping my other foot, my lead foot, in front the entire time. That allows me to keep my weight forward on in front of my feet and allows me to keep the ball, my body behind the ball. If I'm going right, just the reverse. My first step is here, and I'm making my move this way, keeping my body behind the ball. Okay, and so let's work some of these. So let's just don't cheat on it, even though you guys know. Good. Good. Hold that platform. Are they keeping their hands together? Are they not swinging their arms? Good move. Remember that swing advantage? So now, whose ball would this have been? Okay. Okay. Here we go. So this is a good point. Difficult ball, okay, location-wise. So when we drop, we want to still be keeping our body and hips towards the server, as opposed to, there's a difference between a drop step and a side shuffle. And this is what happens here. Now, even if you end up making that pass, think of how much you're going to really have to torque your body to get around to that set, as opposed to here, and then my body's behind the ball. So really watch your passers that they're still keeping hips as close as possible. You know, it's not going to be perfect, but as close as possible towards the server, as opposed to now facing the sideline, or facing the bleachers, or facing the wall. That's what we want to try to avoid. Quick steps. There you go. Real quick move. There you go. There you go. Notice how good position, good drop, last second, shifts her body. Now it's a difficult angle behind it. Okay, so really focus before, during, after. Hips to serve. See which there's so many new things that you're talking about with your players, and so if you were to make a bad pass and be facing the server, I won't. If that's what we're working on, I really won't get on with that. I'll say, great job. Your body is in a really good position to make that pass, and so you can't. I think a lot of times you get so nitpicky on everything, but if your focus is on nonlinear passing, I think your focus, at least initially, has to be on body position. Are they doing what you asked for? Does that mean every ball is going to be a 3? Not even close. But what we're looking at is if you're going to make a mistake, don't let it be that you're not facing the serve. Make the mistake be something else. Okay, so we give you something to really focus on.
When coach says every ball being a 3, does everybody know what a 3 is, a 2 is, and a 1 is? I'm serving, serve receiving.
No.
Okay, so if it's a 3, it means Katie in the blue there, she has 3 options to set the ball. So if it's a 2, she's a 2 option.